Hi, welcome back to the channel. A whining noise from your car during acceleration can be an unsettling experience for any driver. This high-pitched sound not only disrupts the peace of your drive, but often signals an underlying mechanical issue that requires attention. Understanding the potential causes, diagnostic methods, and solutions for this problem can help car owners address the issue promptly and potentially avoid more serious damage to their vehicles. One of the most common causes of a whining noise during acceleration is a problem with the transmission. There are several specific transmission-related problems that can cause a whining noise. Transmission fluid lubricates the moving parts within the transmission and helps in cooling it down. If the fluid level is low, the transmission components can start to rub against each other, leading to a whining sound. Over time, this can cause significant damage to the transmission if not addressed. Bearings in the transmission support the gears and shafts, allowing them to spin freely. If these bearings wear out, they can create a whining noise that gets louder as the car accelerates. This issue typically requires a transmission rebuild or replacement of the affected bearings. The torque converter is a vital part of the automatic transmission that transfers power from the engine to the transmission. A failing torque converter can produce a whining or grinding noise, especially during acceleration. This is a serious issue that often requires professional attention. The differential is another component that could be the source of a whining noise when accelerating. The differential allows the wheels to rotate at different speeds, which is necessary when turning. Problems within the differential can manifest as whining or humming noises, particularly during acceleration or when turning. Just like the transmission, the differential has gears that can wear out over time. If the gears are worn or damaged, they can produce a whining noise, especially under load when accelerating. Similar to the transmission, the differential requires fluid to lubricate its moving parts. If the fluid level is low or the fluid is contaminated, it can lead to increased friction and a whining noise. Regular maintenance, including checking and replacing differential fluid, can prevent this issue. The power steering system is another potential source of whining noises. The power steering pump generates pressure to assist with steering, and if it is malfunctioning, it can produce a whining sound, especially when the car is accelerating or turning. The power steering system relies on hydraulic fluid to function properly. If the fluid level is low, air can get into the system, causing the pump to make a whining noise. This issue is usually resolved by checking the fluid level and topping it off if necessary. A failing power steering pump can also cause a whining noise. The pump may be working harder than it should to move fluid through the system, leading to noise. In some cases, the pump may need to be replaced to resolve the issue. Various belts in the engine, such as the serpentine belt or timing belt, could also be responsible for a whining noise during acceleration. These belts are essential for the proper functioning of many engine components, and any issues with them can lead to unusual sounds. A worn or loose belt can slip or fail to engage properly, leading to a whining noise. This is often more noticeable during acceleration as the engine speed increases. Replacing or tightening the belt is usually the solution. The belt tensioner ensures that the serpentine or timing belt maintains the correct tension. If the tensioner is faulty, the belt may not be tight enough, leading to slippage and whining noises. Replacing the tensioner can often resolve the problem. A failing alternator can cause a whining noise, especially when the car is accelerating. The alternator has bearings that allow it to spin smoothly. If these bearings wear out, they can produce a whining noise that changes with engine speed. In this case, the alternator may need to be replaced. Sometimes, electrical issues within the alternator itself can cause a whining noise. This could be due to faulty diodes or other internal components that are failing. A vacuum leak in the engine can also cause a whining or hissing noise during acceleration. The engine relies on a certain level of vacuum pressure to operate correctly, and the leak can disrupt this balance, leading to unusual sounds. The most common cause of a vacuum leak is a loose or damaged hose. These hoses are responsible for carrying vacuum pressure throughout the engine, and if they are compromised, they can produce a whining noise. The intake manifold gasket seals the intake manifold to the engine. If this gasket fails, it can cause a vacuum leak and a corresponding whining noise. Replacing the gasket usually resolves the issue. While less common, a whining noise during acceleration can sometimes be traced to the wheel bearings. These bearings allow the wheels to spin smoothly, and if they wear out, they can produce a variety of noises, including whining. Worn wheel bearings can cause a whining or humming noise that increases with speed. This noise is often more noticeable during acceleration or when the vehicle is turning. Replacing the worn bearings is necessary to eliminate the noise. In conclusion, a whining noise during acceleration is a symptom that should not be ignored, as it often indicates an underlying issue with critical components in the vehicle. Whether it's related to the transmission, differential, power steering system, belts, alternator, vacuum system, or wheel bearings, identifying the cause of the noise is crucial. Prompt diagnosis and repair can prevent more severe damage and ensure the longevity of the vehicle. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and also subscribe to this channel for more informative videos.